do visit m.channelstv.com to view us live on your mobile device. You can also download the Channels TV app for Android, iOS, and Windows phones from their respective stores.
Done with your download, you can interact with the Eyewitness feature on our Android and Windows 8 platforms. If you have a picture or video to share with us, tap on the application on your device, swipe to reveal the Eyewitness menu, and follow the instructions to share your report, pictures, and videos. Now, talking about pictures and videos that have been sent in, we have some that you have sent in. From Canada, this video shows a neighborhood blanketed in deep snow as the residents struggle through the streets in their cars. And Afe from Port Harcourt sent in this picture showing a group of Nupeng and Pengerson staff who were protesting a proposed sale of refineries by the federal government. From Lekki in Lagos is a video by Peterson Ato showing an accident involving a motorbike and 3 cars. We do hope that accident wasn't too fatal, but we want to thank all of you who sent in your pictures, videos, and all our eyewitness reporters around the world. We ask that you keep sending in the pictures and the videos.
Many thanks indeed. A senior advocate of Nigeria, Robert Clark, has taken a swipe at principal officers of President Goodluck Jonathan. Mr. Clark is accusing them of shielding the president from day-to-day realities of the society. He goes on to urge political office holders to serve the interest of those who elected them.
The presidency, with due respect to those who are advising, are not truly allowing the young man to have a broader view of what Nigeria is, rather than the myopic view. He needs more people around him who can really see things eyeball to eyeball and talk to him, rather than people who want to derive benefits from their nearness to him. If we continue to look at politics as part of executive functions, the more we will be derailing. When Nigerians will realize that once they are elected into a post, political considerations no longer play a role. It is your accountability to the public. But there is no accountability in Nigeria. Once you are elected, you feel you are on top of the world. You disregard your constituency. You work for your own interest. You work for your party's interest. That is not democracy. And in Edo State, the Governor Adams Oshamole has dismissed rumors making the rounds that he was fatally injured in an auto accident at Ewu in Esong, central local government area of last year. While presiding over the first State Executive Council meeting for the year, he assured the people that he is alive and well. He also said in spite of the importance of the 2015 elections to the APC, his administration is currently focused on good governance and service to the people.
Even though the car is badly damaged and it's not likely to be, we are not likely to have been passed on the road because of the excessive damage. However, all of us who were in the car, my AGC, the driver, and myself, we were all having our seatbelt on. The airbags, 3 of them, triggered, and nothing happened to me, nothing whatsoever. I still went to the airport to receive the Vice President in spite of the accident. In any event, our second point in EBC is performance. And every minute lost to politic late night meetings, which are not informed by public welfare, but just informed by positioning and strategizing on how to acquire power, is time lost to using the current money that we have. I think it is only fair that I remind us that we have a mandate which is not yet even halfway through. We have only used 1/4 of it, and therefore we should devote all our time, 95% of our time, to governance issues.
Governor of Edo State there, Adams Oshiomhole. The Assembly of Healthcare Professionals and the joint health sector unions are getting set to embark on a 5-day warning strike. The unions say the move is to compel the federal government to implement, among other things, the ruling by the National Industrial Court, which grants that some classes of health workers be legitimately allowed to skip the Consolidated Health Salary Scale of 10. Our health correspondent, Jan.15, now reports.
A day after the Nigerian Medical Association suspended its planned strike following an agreement with the federal government, another crisis seemed to be brewing in the health sector. In this hall are members of the Assembly of Healthcare Professionals and the joint health sector unions, made up of all other health professionals except the medical doctors. They say in the last 3 years, and particularly recently, their sensibilities have been traumatized. On their minds, a whole lot of issues which they want sorted out.
Immediate circularization of the approved consultancy status for some cadres of health workers and payment of the arrears of all honorary consultants appointed by the boards of management of hospitals, which were arbitrarily stopped by the directive of the Minister of Health since December 15, 2010. The release of official circulars will force the decision of the National Industrial Court of Nigeria that some cadres of health workforce be legitimately allowed to skip cornerstone an unconditional halt to the appointment of a Surgeon General for the Federation, as the concept remains both unconstitutional and outrightly unlawful in all material particular.
The unions say it's been communicating with the Federal Ministry of Health over these issues, with several signed agreements since 2009 and valid National Industrial Court orders.
Nigeria has subscribed to the rule of law and due process. It's not just by mouth. We should hold government accountable. At the expiration of the 15-day ultimatum earlier given government, the joint health sector unions and the Assembly of Healthcare Professionals of Nigeria in league, after appraising all options available to it, painfully directs all its members to proceed on a 5-day warning strike from Wednesday, January 15 next week to Tuesday, January 21, 2014.
Certainly, what the health sector needs now is far from any strike action. Nigerians will be looking forward to how these issues will be sorted out quickly in the interest of all those seeking or would be seeking medical services in public hospitals in the country. Yomi Otaibo reporting for Channels Television News.
In the meantime, it looks like the Minister of Health, Professor Onyebuchi Chukwu, is focused and determined to see the health sector change for the better in 2014. He wants to achieve universal health coverage and a health insurance scheme for all Nigerians. Briefing journalists after the inauguration of a committee on the federal government's takeover of the Cottage Hospital in Bayelsa State, the minister said plans are in place for the transfer of other state hospitals this year. He commended the Nigerian Medical Association for giving room for dialogue and averting the planned industrial action.
We are going to stop the transmission of the white polio virus. Already we stopped type 3 white polio virus, and it's only the type 1 now. Last year we were able to have a 50% reduction in the transmission. So the transmission has been on for years now, since President Goodluck Jonathan became president. So the eradication of guinea worm is just one of the goodies. You can see now that many people in the private sector are beginning to develop world-class hospitals here and there, and many more are on the way. The federal government on this part will continue to improve on our facilities in various hospitals, and as we have said, that since our target is universal health coverage, within this quarter, Mr. President will host the Presidential Summit on universal health coverage. So we're just moving on in the health sector. So much is being achieved. You can see we have resumed